afternoon, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. How y'all doing tonight? Could you guys give me some likes when you come into the room, please? That helps my channel. If you guys support my channel, please give me some likes when you come into the room. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How's everyone doing? Happy Thursday. Well, no, happy Wednesday evening. For some reason, I thought tomorrow was Friday. I don't know why I thought that, but yeah, I had my days all. I had my days all twisted up. But I had a good day at work. I can't complain. Can't complain. Can't complain. Can't complain, honey. Hmm. I'm exhausted, like I am every damn night. We tired, honey. How was y'all Wednesday afternoon? How was y'all Wednesday afternoon? I hope we don't get no more snow. I hope this is it for this season. I hope this is it. Nothing else coming our way, honey. Tiresome afternoon, I tell you. Very tiresome. Very tiresome. Very, very, very tiresome. Hi, I got 12 people watching. Can I get 12 thumbs up, guys? Hello? When I can get to 12 thumbs up, maybe I'll say something. Let's get up to 12 thumbs up. Let's get up to everybody that's in the room right now. Can we get to 12 thumbs up? Whoever's here, everybody should be automatically showing me some love. That's amazing. That's amazing. Let's get it up there. Let's get them likes up, y'all. Come on. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Good afternoon. How's everyone doing? So, if you guys don't know me and my journey, I speak about homelessness. Yes, I was homeless. I was living in a shelter about almost 4 weeks ago. So, I've been living in transitional housing. I was evicted out of my apartment in January of 2024. I've been homeless for 2 years. I'm in transitional housing right now, but I still consider myself not really homeless, but still just without my own place. So I live somewhere now and I'm actually getting back on my feet. I'm in a transitional housing situation. And when you come over here, I just talk about my homeless journey, the journey that I've been through, this whole 2 years of just being out in the streets homeless. I stayed in homeless shelters. I had my time and stayed with family. I did all of that and ended up homeless again. Homeless again, kicked out again, and it just didn't work with family. So I went to the shelter. The first shelter kicked me out. The second shelter, I stayed my welcome. I stayed there for, it was almost 60 days. I didn't make it to 60 days, but I've been there like a little over a month. And they were telling me that I had to leave by February the 1st. And I actually left like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So normally, if I'm anywhere and somebody, is telling me to leave, which shelters normally do, only keep you for a certain period of time. Some shelters may keep you for 30 days. Some will let you stay for 90. Some will let you stay for, it depends on your situation. They consider me as a single person, but I was working. So when you go into a shelter situation and you working and you have an income, they consider that you don't need no help. So they didn't help me. Shelters only cater to people that are on welfare and like emergency assistance. They only cater to those type of people. So I wasn't getting the help from the shelter because a lot of people. How y'all doing? Hello Terry, how you doing? Hey King Nesbitt, what's going on tonight? Hello, how's everybody doing? Thank you for the hearts. I see them coming in. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. So they didn't consider me at the shelter to be someone that needed help because I had a job. You know what I'm saying? If you go to a job, if you go to a shelter and you work for a living, they're not really trying to help you with too much because they don't benefit from helping someone like me that has an income. Because if you have an income, they figure you just go out and find you a place, which that's not always the case for everybody. You know, me suffering from an eviction and stuff, I'm not going to have the same experience finding a place versus somebody who, has the money and hasn't had an eviction. So it's easier for someone to find a place that, has the financial and then hasn't suffered from eviction. But the fact is, me, I could have the money, but still can't find a place, or still hard for me to find a place due to the fact that I did have an eviction. But the good thing is about getting evicted. Getting evicted is not a good thing, so it's harder for you to find housing and everything. But if you go, like if I go get me a house, like go try to get me a mortgage, that'll be a little bit easier than me trying to rent something. Because when you get a mortgage, they don't care about the evictions. So, yeah, it's just all different circumstances and everything. So when you're in a shelter setting, they really only cater to people that, um, they only really cater to people that, they only cater to people that's on a government assistance and stuff. They didn't cater to me because they didn't, they couldn't benefit off having me in there. So there was no benefit to them having me. My back hurt today. I don't know why. I usually don't be having back pain when I'm at work because I probably should have stretched a little bit. When I stretch, that back pain kind of goes away. But today it feels like it's a little bit different. What the heck is going on? What the hell is going on? So I talk about homelessness, shelter life, my life the last 2 years, what I've been through, the eviction. I talk about homelessness because I've seen it. I've seen other people homeless. I've been in shelters with other women who have been homeless for multiple years or a couple of months, or people that just came off the streets. People were living on the streets, living behind stores. Like, this homelessness thing is not a joke. It's really at an all-time high. And I talk about that because there's a lot of people come on my channel and they say, hey, I'm homeless too, or hey, I live in a shelter too. And I watch a lot of content about homeless people, like, people living in shelters, people living in the street. There's some people that I watch that live in tents. There's people that I watch that live in their cars. Some people choose to live in their cars. They don't want to pay rent no more, so they want to live in their car. You can survive living in your car in the summer. You can survive it in the summer, in the fall, but you can't really survive too much in the winter because it's too cold. You could freeze to death, right? I wouldn't advise anybody to sleep in their car in this type of weather because you're probably not going to wake up in the morning. So it's a dangerous thing if you try to sleep in your car around this time. I mean, some people, I've watched some shows where some people do it, but they got some kind of something in their car to keep them warm. I don't see how they can survive. No one can survive. No human can survive this type of weather because it's like going into a freezer. You're not going to make it out, you know? So that's my journey, and I stick to it, and I talk about it. And that's what I do over here. Okay. An eviction is a death sentence. Well, eviction ain't no death sentence to me because I'm gonna find a place. So, are you leaving the country? Well, you got to do what's best for you. I was being evicted. I don't talk about why I was evicted, but my eviction had nothing to do with non-payment of rent. So that's kind of a good thing. I didn't get evicted because I didn't pay my bills. So it was definitely something else that I don't even talk about. I don't speak about it. I don't talk about it because I don't have to. I don't have to tell all my business on this platform. But I just say my eviction had nothing to do with non-payment of rent. I was evicted for something else. And what that something else is, I don't share it because I don't have to share all my business. So, but it had nothing to do with non-payment. So that probably will help me. You know what I mean? That probably should help me along the way. But yeah, man, life is life. You know, I talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly about my life, and I don't share everything. I share what I want to share on this platform, and I don't have to. Like, I have trolls that stalk me and do all these weird things, but you know, I keep going. I don't let anything stop me from doing a live stream, or if somebody come on here, like the trolls come here with some crazy stuff, I just block them, delete, whatever, and keep going about my life. I don't care about what people got to say about my situation. Let them talk what they want to talk. Let people say what they want to say about your life. So what? You're the one that's living your own life. Let them say what they want. You're gonna have a lot of judgmental people, and it's so weird. Like even me, the same stupid lady that I said something to her in my chat today, she constantly comes back and harasses me. Like every video I put out, she always got something negative to say. I was just like, girl, why you coming back with the bull crap? No one cares about how you feel. Nobody cares. What you think? You think I'm a loser? You think I'm this? You think I'm that? Sis, I don't care. Think what you want to think. That's okay. Everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own opinion about my life. Everybody has their own opinion about my life. No, everybody got their own opinion about my life. My life. I'm tired, y'all. I had a good day though at work. I can't complain. And I do work full time, so I'm actually looking for another job. Another part-time gig I need, child. Yes, I need another job. The money ain't cutting it, honey. The money ain't sitting right, honey. When that money ain't sitting right, you need to get a second job. Like most people out here in America, everybody working 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different jobs. I mean, where you gonna have the time to sleep and rest? You ain't got none. They just want us to work. You know, that's all we're supposed to do is work. So everybody got an opinion. I had to stop, pull over for a second. I had to pull over for a minute. All this damn snow. I tell you, you can ice skate out here on this stuff. You can literally ice skate out here on this stuff, honey. Everybody got an opinion about my life. You can literally, like, when the sun come out in the morning, when the sun comes out, it melts the snow, right? So at nighttime, when you look at the snow in front of people's houses and stuff, it just looks like an ice skating rink. Like you could just go get ice skates and go skate on top of the ice. That's so pretty. So pretty. And I don't even know how to ice skate, so I would fail that. I would fail that analogy, but it just looks so pretty. Like the moon is shining, and you can see the moon beating off the snowy ice that looks like an ice skating rink. It just looks so pretty. It's so flat and it looks nice. Like when the sun comes out, the sun is literally like melting the snow. It's melting the snow. But then at night, while everything's flat, you look at these houses, and in front of their house with the snow, it looks so beautiful. It looks so beautiful, like you want to go ice skating on it. Oh my God, that's so pretty. Oh my Lord. But yeah, that's my life, guys, and I just come on here and talk about it. I'm not embarrassed. I'm not embarrassed. So you don't have to come over here and try to belittle me or anything. If I don't feel no type of way about my situation, you shouldn't either. It is what it is, darling. This is my life, and thank God. And I did sleep in my car too. Like I stayed in my car in the summertime, in the summer of 2025, which was last summer. I did stay in my car for a little bit of time as well. So I stayed in my car for like 34 days, and that wasn't bad to be honest. It was hot some nights, but staying in my car in the summertime, it wasn't bad. And I stayed in my car kind of towards the end of the summer, so it was starting to get cooler out. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't hot that bad. It was kind of towards like the end of the summer. I survived it. I went to Kohl's and I got me a what do you call those things? The mattress toppers. I got one of those at Kohl's and it was like $70. It was expensive, but I got one of those. Laid it down in my car. Got as many blankets as I could pile up. So I was pretty comfy. I wasn't the most comfortablest, but I was comfortable enough to go to sleep. And that's all I needed to do was sleep. You know what I mean? When you homeless and you can sleep in your car, All you need to do is go to sleep. That's it. All I need to do is have a place to sleep. If I could do this and not freeze, I would sleep in my car and save all my money. Why not? You can go to Planet Fitness and get a gym membership. You don't need to have a traditional apartment. If you want to save money, go stay in your car. Saying you're leaving in a few months. Okay. Are you going to share your journey? You should share your journey. I'm going to do one maybe across the business and say I'm leaving. Kick streaming. Oh, you're on Kick. Okay. My family cares. Only as far as maybe a text back randomly. I don't even get a text back. No text back. I don't talk to my family. I don't. My family don't exist to me. My family don't exist. The hardest times of your life, you don't have nobody to really, help you with nothing. Not even help you. Even just give you a phone call and say, "Hey, I'm thinking about you. Are you okay? Or you want to come over to dinner once a week? Come by for dinner. We just chit chat, see how everything's going." Like I'm not expecting my family to say, "Hey, move me right on in your house." I'd be nice to have that, but I don't. So it just kind of is what it is. It just kind of is what it is. Ain't nothing you can do about it. I can't make my family, be the family that I want and need. I can't make them be something that they don't want to be. I'm not going to chase you either. I'm not doing that. I treat my family like I would treat a relationship with a man. If he show any signs of treason, or he's showing any kind of signs that he don't want nothing to do with me, I'm out. I'm not going to sit around and just let somebody just beat me up or treat me messed up. Not when you're trying to love people. I'm not perfect, but one thing I would do is let somebody in my family come knock on my door in the middle of the night saying, "Hey, I'm gonna freeze out here if I don't get a roof over my head," or I'm letting my family in. I'm gonna help them out as much as I can help them. We gonna figure this out together. I would never see nobody in my family out there like that. Now I understand there's some people in your life that you can't help. I understand that. Not everybody can be helped. Cause no, I wouldn't let somebody in my family in my house if they was a drug addict or if they had some negative stuff going on. No, you're not coming in my house. But if I could help someone, I would. Oh, you don't want to be saved? Okay. Yeah. To each his own. All Americans struggling in this country. Yeah, I was watching some stuff this morning on TikTok about the illegal immigrants coming over here from all different areas. Like not just the illegals coming to here, the illegals coming to London, the illegals coming to Europe. The illegals is coming in all different ways, and a lot of them are dying trying to make the trip to America or to a better place for them to have a better life. Yo, me just listening to that this morning just dropped my heart. I was just in the car going to work this morning, putting on my makeup, and I had nothing but tears in my eyes listening to the stories of people that try to come to America and they end up losing their lives, or people end up losing their children, or people drown. Like, that just took my heart out. I was like, no way. I can't imagine. People risk their lives to try to come here. I just, my heart just sank. But I don't talk about politics on my channel, so, but I was listening to that this morning and I was just taken aback by the stories. The stories was just crazy. I was taken aback. they can take them back. And I don't get into politics talk, but that story with the immigrants trying to come here and come to other countries to get out of their country just took my heart out. I just felt so much like gratitude for being here, even though half of us that's here don't want to be here. It's just it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on in the world. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a lot going on. And even in my situation, no, I don't like living with roommates and all this stuff. But it's better than being homeless. You know what I'm saying? It's better to be homeless. I said it's better than being homeless. I tell you what, I can guarantee you this. Once I get shelter again, I will never lose it again. Ever. Because this experience that I've been doing for 2 years have taught me a lot. Never ever lose what you had. Because I had my own apartment. Never lose it again. Yeah, 50-year mortgage. Well, it's either you get a mortgage or you rent. I'm over landlords and stuff like that. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna rent again or try to get me a mortgage. I don't know. I'll probably be dead. If I get a mortgage, I'll probably be off this earth by the time I pay it off. I'm sure I will be. I don't know. Why my dental office called me today? Because I told you I was getting a root canal, right? So I really just need to go get my root canal, get the crown on it, get the little fake tooth thing. Why they try to have the nerve to tell me, we gonna prep your other root canal? You ain't prepping nothing in my mouth. I told you I ain't getting another root canal. I'm just gonna be in dentures at some point in my life. 'Cause I ain't doing it again. That root canal stuff is freaking insane. I'm not doing it. You can put me a denture right there, baby. I told him, I said, absolutely freaking not. You won't be in my mouth again. She was like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, definitely right. Yeah, oh is okay. Uh-huh. You won't be in my mouth again, sweet pea. Never again. Told her I'm not doing it, honey. But yeah, I don't know. Like, sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I want to get a mortgage. I'm too old to get a house. Do I want to do it? Well, I could pass my house down to my daughter. I don't talk about my kids, but sometimes I slip and say something. But I could pass it down to my kids. But life has just been crazy. What a day. How was your day today? How was your day today? Let me know. You want to do the same one day? What's the same? What you want to do the same one day? Got 14 people watching me. I should have 14 thumbs up, please. 14 thumbs up. Oh God. I don't know. If I could go live in the woods and build me a brick house out there, like a cabin, I would. Get me a piece of land and be out this world. You know, just get out of society. Move up on the mountain by myself with nobody. But I do get lonely. I mean, I wouldn't live the hobbit life. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can't live like that either. But some people are okay with being alone. But for the truth about it is, I don't think nobody wants to be alone. If I want to go be around people, I can. You know, I can go in towns, but I would love to have a log cabin in the woods, up on the mountain somewhere, away from everybody. Buy me a nice big old Ford F-150 truck, get all my food, and have everything, and I'll be fine. And if I get lonely, I just go into the towns. When people start getting on my nerves again, I just disappear. That's a nice life to live. Just disappear, get away from people that piss me off. I don't have to be around people, but I will get lonely though. I will get lonely for sure. Do see it. I want to relocate and buy a house and pass it down. The property tax is too expensive. I don't even know what I want to do. Rent, buy. I could live in my car and be fine with that. But I have things that I'm responsible for. Or I felt the same sadness and anger, reminded them that I wasn't like them and let them slide. I had the opportunity to take advantage of someone who took advantage of me, but the tables turned. So I presented them on the offer they made something if they were going to do it. Oh wow. You'll make it. My favorite fruit? Um, I don't know. I like so many. Strawberries, grapes. I like all. There's not a fruit that I don't like, so I don't know. I don't really have a favorite. I like it all. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, I would have loved to have a home too, but do I want to be paying it off? I'll probably be deceased by the time I pay my house off. I don't know what I want to do, y'all, but I got to get me a place at some point. Renting is for the birds. And I guess owning could be for the birds too, because then you got all this responsibility. You know? Yeah, loneliness is hard. I can admit that I'm lonely. I think anybody that's by themselves can be lonely sometimes. Now, I'm not lonely to the point of saying that I need to go find me a man. Not in that form of loneliness, not like companionship. I need to find me a man loneliness, but you know, being in a big world, I can go to work and I have a good time with this lady that I work with. She's an older white woman. Me and her just being there having a ball, laughing, joking, whatever. So that's companionship. When you have a friend, somebody you can laugh with, play with, joke with, have a good time with, that's companionship. Companionship is not always like romantic companionship. You can have companionship with anybody from work or wherever. So when I go to work, I have a lot of relief, especially when I'm working with one of my friends. And I consider this lady to be a friend of mine, but she's real, you know. Me and her being there laughing, having a good old time, because we can relate to each other, because we kind of go through the same type of stuff. Yeah, because I don't want to be responsible for too much, like the yard. I'm getting older. I'm 45. You know what I mean? I don't know. We'll see how things go for me. I guess over the next 6 or 7 months to a year, I gotta figure some things out. And the first thing that needs to be figured out is my finances. Like I have to get my money correct. Because nobody's gonna rent to me if I don't have the money. You know what I mean? So I gotta get my finances in order, and that's the main thing. The money. You know, unless I just win the lottery, which would be nice. It should be amazing. If I win the lottery, that would be next to amazing. I would be like, oh my God, let me go get a down payment and buy me a house, you know? That would be super duper amazing. But everybody's not going to win the lottery in this life. I'm 44, yeah, I'm 45. I don't mind sharing my age. Some women don't. I don't mind it. Not a big deal to me. Age is not a big deal to me. But I think a lot of people suffer from loneliness, but it's not a loneliness for me that I need to go find me a relationship. It's not that kind of loneliness because what I can say is about these relationships out here, being in a relationship nowadays can be a very dangerous thing, you know? So you have to guard yourself. Guard yourself, guard your heart. Because people out here are wicked. Wicked, wicked. People are wicked. It's a dangerous game out here when you're trying to be in a relationship with someone. But I'm praying this place I'm in now that my money can change and I don't have to be here too long. You know what I mean? But yesterday that she had a feeling about me winning some money and gave me a blank Powerball ticket. But when I turned it into asking for a couple of dollars, oh wow. I had a lottery ticket that I had some numbers, right? So this last lottery ticket I got from the grocery store, maybe like a week ago or so, when I had a few extra dollars to spend. I didn't even have the money to spend on a lottery ticket because now lottery tickets are not what they used to be. They're not like $1. They're like $2 and $3 per ticket. You know, the big ones. And that's expensive if you're like, if your money is funny. You can barely buy, you can barely get food, barely putting gas in your car, but you got to spend on a lottery ticket that's like $3. That's pricey. So I was like, that's expensive. So when I got the ticket, I got three tickets. I think I won some numbers on two of them, but it wasn't a winner because I would have been like, y'all wouldn't have seen me. Y'all would have been like, where you been? You disappeared from your channel. Oh, because I won the $1 million lottery. I would have, of course, I would have came on. If something happened like that, I would definitely want to be on the news, like letting everybody know I won. Only because I want to let my family know that I got money that they're not going to have any access to. Uh, that's the only reason why I would want people to know that I won that kind of money. It's because I want to let my family know that I'm rich now. And if you need help if you need help with something and you're my family member, that I wouldn't lift a finger to help you. I wouldn't lift a finger to help you peasants out. Like I would never help my peasant family with anything because when I was homeless, and it's always the person that's like the black sheep, like myself. I'm always been the black sheep of my family. So screw them. You know what I mean? Screw them. Screw them, honey. Yeah, I spent money on the lottery ticket, and I think I won some numbers off of it. So the numbers that I got close on that ticket, I'm going to keep these numbers for my future tickets. That if I ever buy them, I'm gonna stick to the same numbers. Because somebody was like, "Yo, you should really stick to the same numbers and not jump around." I jump around, so I probably should stick to the same numbers. I'm telling y'all, if I win the lottery, the big thing, first thing I'm gonna do is go buy a house for sure. And then invest, open up my business, and do some business stuff, and keep that money keep coming in. But first thing I'm gonna do is get a house, of course. Buy a house with a nice piece of land on it. What? Yes, ma'am. Man, I wouldn't give my family nothing. I would let them suffer. I have riding around in all kind of nice cars, letting everybody know where my address is. Yes, yes, I would. Looking down on them like they just peasants, because that's what they are in my life. I'm a peasant to them right now. If I ever win, I want them to know. I want the world to know. Because somebody's like, you shouldn't want to let people know that you won that kind of money because they're going to come around and ask for it. Let them ask, because they ain't going to get it. So, you know, they can ask all they want. Because I know it's going to be somebody in my family that's going to try to butter me up. No, not going to happen. I was out here homeless for a very long time, and I had no help from y'all. So I'm supposed to help y'all now? Like, please. Please. I wouldn't help nobody. I'll definitely rub it in their faces. And I will go to the shelter. The lady that put me out, I will go rub it in her face too. But I go, so how you doing now? How you doing? How's your life? How's your life favoring you? Let's go rub it in everybody's face. Not really rub it in their face like that, but I just want to let everybody know I'm doing good now. You know what I'm saying? God lifted me out of my rut when I didn't have nobody to depend on. Because most of the time when you go through stuff, sadly, you can't depend on your family. And if you can depend on your family, that's perfect, great. But everybody can't. But if you don't have them problems, good for you. Travel and help. Yeah, definitely travel. I want to go to all different. I want to go to Africa for sure. That's on. Africa's my bucket list for sure. I'm gonna go to Africa. That's where we headed. If I get some money, we gonna live there too. Buy me a house in Africa too, just to see how see how life goes. If I ever win some type of money, I always think about, damn, if I win the lottery. And sometimes I really be thinking I'm gonna win. I really be having that in my heart that, yo, I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna hit that ticket. I'm gonna hit that. I'm gonna be the winner. How many times have I said that though? You know what I mean? But I still have hope. We still got hope, honey. We still got. My back is hurting today. I don't know what the heck. I stretch my back all the time, and my back is hurting today. I be seeing them inversion things that you could do a headstand on. Those inversion. It's like a little, some kind of little machine that you could do a headstand on. And I'm gonna buy one of those off the TikTok. I could probably get them on Amazon too, but I'm gonna get me an inversion bench, which it helps you do a headstand. That way you don't have to worry about breaking your freaking neck. I'm gonna get me an inversion bench. Yeah, I would definitely help my YouTube family because people have helped me. I would look out for the people that help me with something. But my family, man, I laugh right in their face. I'm like, oh, you having problems with your mortgage? Oh man, I guess you better head to the nearest homeless shelter. While I'm sitting up in my big 5-bedroom mansion. If I got rich like that, I don't even want like a big house. You know what I'm saying? I just want a nice, comfortable, probably 4-bedroom cottage. I don't want it. I wouldn't even go all out, and I just want to be comfortable. Have a jacuzzi in my house, like a nice bathroom, a nice master bathroom. Um, just a beautiful home, right? And I want my stuff kind of like I want an earthy, beautiful home, like a wood floors, just like earthy and just beautiful and that natural vibe type stuff. A house with big, beautiful windows, you know what I'm saying? In a wooded area, a lot of trees. If I can get a house somewhere and I can see the mountains, that's even better too. Like go buy me a house somewhere out in the middle of Wyoming. Just places like that, man. You gotta fly out to my house. Got 20 people watching me. Hello. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody gave me a thumbs up. We were just talking about if I won the lottery. If you won the lottery, and I'm talking about a couple $1,000,000, what would you do with it? What would you do with it? The money. What would you do if you won the lottery? Yesterday I went to the store and I bought some avocados. I got some bananas. Did y'all know it's not really no fruit available like that around this time? But yeah, I would rub it right in my family face. They gonna definitely know I won the lottery. And if somebody tell me, hey, we're having a problem with our mortgage, we're backed in this, we're backed in that, we're having problems financially, do you think you can help me? Because you know you're gonna have those type of people in your family. I'm gonna be like, wow, where were you when I was homeless? Where was it when everybody was saying they're not gonna help me because it ain't my problem. It's not my problem that you're homeless. And I'm right. You know what? You're right. It's not. But damn it, I'm your sister. I'm your brother. I would never tell nobody in my family that. I'm gonna help you as much as I can help you. And people be telling me like, oh, you need to get over that. You need to this. You need that. No, I'm not gonna ever get over it. I'm gonna always remember. Always, honey. I'll never forget, and I'm gonna always talk about it because this is how I healed my heart by talking about it, letting it go. Is your stuff that's in storage organized, or do you have to go through it? My stuff is organized. Yeah, everything's like my personal stuff is on one side, and then my stuff for my business is on the other. So it's pretty organized. I just can't wait till the weather breaks so I can go in there and start mixing around my soaps. So I can start doing my soap stuff again. Because it's really too cold for me to go in there and make anything. And I don't think I can make anything in that storage anyway because I don't really have the electricity hook up the way I need it. So I did tell myself I was going to buy myself another Jackery. I have a Jackery, but I have a smaller one. I have like the Jackery Mini. So I need a Jackery like the next size up if I want to use my if I want to make my soap, I need electricity. So and I can't really make my soaps at where I'm at now because it's too many people in the house all the time. I'm never like by myself. So and I notice on Sundays some of the girls like go off to church or wherever they go. Some of the girls are working, some of them go to church. So I never have privacy in that place. So it's never a time where I'm by myself for like a couple of hours. Like that's the thing, like living in transitional housing, someone is always going to be there. Like even when you don't want them there. The good thing is I have my own room, but the room is so small. It's like a damn near. It's like a closet, which I'm grateful to be in that closet. But it's better than being in a shelter. The only downside is I have to pay rent, and I don't want to. I don't want to pay rent. Who wants to pay rent? You know what I mean? But it is what it is. It is what it is, honey. My older sister knows it was life or death during COVID, and that would not help me. We lost another sister a couple of years later. Oh my God, I'm sorry. It's just life is hard, isn't it? That is crazy. But I'm in a transitional housing. It ain't the best, but it ain't. It's better than where I came from. Because I just hate the fact that I have to be surrounded by so many people. Like even me, like when I gotta get up and do my coffee, I have to now set my alarm clock so I can get up around 4 in the morning because it's another girl that gets up and she gets up around 5 or 6 in the morning because she has this little baby and the baby gets up crying at 5 or 6 in the morning and she be up the whole time in the living room. Like when they in the living room, they can see the person that's in the kitchen. When they're in the living room, they can see whoever's in the kitchen doing whatever. They get to see, look right in there and see you. And I don't like that because I feel like, people watching me, you know what I mean? And it might not even be that feeling. I just feel like I'm being watched every second. Like you don't have any privacy in that type of environment. And I don't like it, but I have to endure for now until, I can make some more money and then I could go off and try to get me a place. But until I make more money, there's not really much I can do about it. I have to endure. And me, like being an introvert anyway, I'm already an introvert. Like I don't need to be around people. I don't feel no type of way if nobody was around. I'm not saying I don't want to be around people, but sometimes I just don't like people, especially people that talk a lot and they're loud. I'm more like conservative with my mouth. I could be in my room all day and you won't hear a peep out of me. Like I'll just be silent. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need to be entertained around a whole group of people. Some people need other people around so that they can thrive and feel this and feel that. Like I'm such an introvert. I can laugh and joke and have a good time with people, but they have to be people that I know, care about, and respect. Once her home and car and business almost was deleted from her ex-spouse. Oh wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't like transitional housing. It's just not for the weak of heart. But I'm there because I need to be there. But it sucks that we have to be out here working 2 and 3 jobs just to pay the rent. That sucks. That's a sucky lifestyle to live. That oh man, I gotta pay the rent, so I gotta go get me a second job. That sucks, bro. It sucks big time. But God's got me. I know I'm in the right direction. I'm going down the right path. I'm not giving up. As much as sometimes I feel like giving up or wanting to give up, I can't. I gotta keep fighting. Even though it's a hard battle and it's a hard fight, but I gotta keep moving. Like this morning, I felt like I didn't have any strength left. I felt like emotionally I was just torn apart. Like I just felt not good on the inside. I didn't feel too great. But we have to journey on, right? We got to journey on no matter how hard it gets. We must journey on, right? Right. No matter what it look like, no matter what it feel like. got to keep going. Because this morning I was dragging behind. I was dragging my behind. I was like, you know what? I'm emotionally tired, emotionally drained. But I put myself in the situation that I'm in, so I don't blame anybody for it. I did this to myself. But I guarantee you what? I'll never do this to myself again. Never ever. I'll never put myself in this situation ever again to lose my home. I learned my lesson. I can do the endless grind for rewards anymore. I am a customer service agent, a tech support person. But damn it, I have to go abroad and be a fisherman, so be it. Yeah, you do what you gotta do for yourself, man. Whatever makes you happy, that's all that matters. Whatever's gonna make you happy in your life in the time that we have left on this crazy earth that we live on. And sometimes I be like, damn, yo, this world is crazy. I just can't believe the stuff that's happening, the things that people are doing. Everybody's so ice cold to one another. People don't care about you. They don't care if you lived or died. Like even me, I said something the other day on Facebook, and people was like, "Oh my God." I told people, I said, I don't care if I lost my life, if I passed away, I don't want no funeral. Is there something wrong with that? I don't want a funeral. For what? What do we need funerals for? Number one, it's a whole nother expense on top of everything else in the life that we're trying to survive to. Like, want a funeral for what would I need a funeral for? Around a whole bunch of fake family members that act like they love you? Then if you passed away, what they gonna be doing over your casket? Like, I hated you anyway. You know what I mean? People are so wicked. Like, I don't want a funeral. I don't want a funeral. For what? Have something private for people that cared about me. What do you need to have a funeral for? For a whole bunch of fake people to go smile in front of your casket or shed a few tears in front of your casket. And then the ones that don't like you and never liked you, they're gonna be sitting there chickering, thinking, yeah, I ain't like you anyway. I don't want no funeral. If something happened to me, just throw me into the fire. Throw me into the thing. And I wasn't even a person that um I wasn't even a person that cared about like cremation and everything. I used to always be so scared of that. But now I'm just like I don't care. When we're going off this earth, we're going. Why do we need to celebrate? That's not like we should be celebrated when we leave this earth, and we should be mourning when someone is born. We have it twisted. I'm sorry. It's twisted. Yeah, for the people that love me, the people that are close to me, I want them to know. But other than family, no, I don't want my family to know nothing. Just go put me away somewhere. Bury me in a shard. And I didn't want to be buried either, but I definitely don't want to be cremated, but I don't want to be buried. But then I'm like, yeah, I want to be buried. I want to be buried in a white shard and buried in a grave, maybe, with no casket. And I just want a natural burial. But they say natural burials are more than regular funerals. So I'm like, what the heck? It's always expensive. But I'm like, at the end of the day, I don't even care. I don't got no family anyway, so what does it matter? You know, except for the people that was here for you, that loved you, that would be sad if they saw you leave this earth. Leave it for people like that. It's gonna be a private funeral, and I only want these people that's on the list there. I only want these few people that's on this list to come and show for my funeral. And after that, girl, I don't care what y'all do with me then, because I'm dead. We're already deceased. What do we care about what happens to us after that? Why are we making all this? First of all, we're using up all this land to bury bodies that we don't even know if bodies are in those graves. Like all this land that's being used up for deceased people is a joke. We're making all these burial grounds. We could just burn people and be done with it. Like what the heck what's the point? All these expensive funerals. I think the cheapest funeral is like $10,000, maybe 7 or 8 thousand, and that's the cheapest. People can't even come up with $1,000 because it's so tight out here. So somebody have an unexpected funeral. Like who can even afford life insurance when you can't even barely afford your damn car insurance? Oh, child, I can't even get to talking about the stuff that goes on. Who can afford? Yeah, man. Who can afford? I'm barely affording my car insurance. I tried the thing of paying life insurance. Yeah, when I was doing okay, I was paying my life insurance. That was expensive. But the basic right now is just paying so that I could drive this damn car. And that's expensive. Like you just get tired of this crap, this stuff that's going on out here in life, where you gotta bust your butt, like split your butt crack wide open to just survive. It's crazy. Screw it. Why do I care about a stupid funeral when I'm dead anyway? What the heck? It's a joke. Funerals are jokes. People come together, they shed a few tears, they get a new outfit, get them a new wig, just show off for the funeral, see people that they ain't seen in 10 years, fake family, the fake family togetherness crap. Some couple people from your job may show up, half of them didn't like you anyway, half of them bullied you anyway. Like, come on, y'all, we gotta get real about life, man. Who the freak cares about a funeral anyway? I'm really starting to just not care about like stuff because I'm tired of this world. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying please don't call the ambulance and say, hey, she's suicidal. Please don't do that. But I'm just being honest about life, man. This place is a joke, man. This place is a freaking joke. But nobody cares because everybody's so like programmed to get up and do. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't even care about no funeral crap no more. Something happened to me. Why should I have to try to pay for life insurance, which I can't even barely afford my car insurance? And y'all talking about life insurance? Please. And then when somebody died, depending on how they died, do y'all know if someone committed the big S word, like if they unalive themselves, they can't get none of that insurance money? You have to die like, a natural death or, you know what I'm saying? You have to die a natural death. Or even, I don't even know if someone was like the big M word, if you were murdered, can you still collect life insurance? Like, I don't know. But life is crazy and I'm sick of it. Life is crazy and I'm sick of it, but I'm just speaking real talk. And I'm not saying I'm sick of it where I want to hurt myself. So please don't call the paddy wagon over to my place and say, hey, this lady's talking out of her mind. But I'm just being honest. That's all. We're just honestly speaking, honey. Honestly talking about how crappy this world that we live in is. You just get tired of this crappy world. I know I am. So I don't give a damn about no damn life insurance. I don't care. We're like, people are trying to make up, like, oh, I want my funeral to be this way. Why, if you're dead, why are you worrying about how people perceive you when you die? Like, oh, I want to have, let me go pick up. Man, I don't care. I'm just really starting to not care no more about a lot of stuff. It's like you're waking up to the matrix out here. This crazy matrix that we live in. People are waking up. But then when you wake up, they say that you're mentally ill. When you wake up to the matrix that we live in, then they say, oh, she's mentally ill. Let's get her on medication. Then they want to put you on medication because you're talking the way I'm talking right now. They say, oh, I think she needs to see a doctor. No welfare check on me, right? That's why life insurance is a joke, man. I had one life insurance policy when I was doing pretty good. I was paying, it was expensive. And I was like, well, if something happened to me, at least we would be able to collect and I would get this amount of money. It's nice to get that kind of money, right? For life insurance and stuff. But you have to pay into those type of things. And paying into a life insurance policy when you just barely making it in life is crazy. Like, I'm barely paying my car insurance. Barely paying my car insurance. And barely able to put gas in the car. Barely able to even buy food to eat. Like, what the heck? Life is insane. I mean, I love myself. I love life, right? But sometimes life can just be tiring to the point where everything is about like money and what do you have? What do they have? I'm only holding out for my rich grandpa to leave me money since I was the last in the family name. She decided to leave money to my adopted cousin because I never finished college. Oh well, that's crazy if you finished college and she left you. Woo. Okay. Well, I left you some money. Okay. Yeah, y'all don't have to send a welfare check on me now. I'm okay. I'm just speaking in real life. But y'all, I'm past my hour. I'm gonna go, okay? I'm gonna see y'all in the morning. I appreciate you guys. I love when I see y'all having conversations amongst each other. I think that's so cute. Y'all just be chatting away when I'm like quiet or something. Y'all just in the comments having your own conversations. Yeah, pretty much. I was such a disappointment in her eyes. Good night, chat. I'll talk to y'all guys tomorrow, okay? Thanks for talking, guys. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all soon, okay? I will be back on here tomorrow morning at some time. I'll talk to y'all soon. Good night, guys. I love you guys. No welfare checks. I'm doing all right. Please don't send the cops a knocking.